on to the most important final judgment we have ever done on General Tso's chicken. Okay, perhaps not the most important, but you guys are my editors and I love you for it. We were doing a story one day about food in a cafeteria at Oberlin, I believe, and you guys jumped in to correct me on something I said. I said, there was no General Tso's chicken, there was no General Tso. I meant, I thought it was clear, that I'm sure that there's a General Tso at some point in history. I'm sure they didn't make it up out of the whole cloth, but he had absolutely nothing to do with the chicken. But you wanted me to be meticulously correct. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. And you sent me articles about how there was a General Tso. So now I want to tell you that story. So was there a General Tso? Of course! Let me tell you all about him. First and foremost, General Tso was a real guy, as Menuism explains. Tso Sung Tang was a war hero who served with brilliant distinction during China's greatest civil war, the Taiping Rebellion, that was between 1850 and 1864, which claimed the lives, millions of lives over 14 years. Okay, well, he seems like a pretty good guy. Maybe that's why the chicken was named after him. Then you read the second part. Tso's ruthlessness was legendary, causing many thousands of rebels to emigrate from China. So now eventually the Maoist Revolution happened, obviously many years later, and a lot more people emigrated from China and a lot went to Taiwan. One of them was Chef Peng Chai Kuei, and he decided to name a chicken after General Tso. Did General Tso make the chicken? Come on, dude, guys. So here's the reality. But this very real general had absolutely nothing to do with the battered and sauced chicken that now bears his name. In fact, it's unknown to the whole of Hunan province, Tso's home. Say it with me. Of course! Of course the General Tso in the middle of his ruthlessness wasn't like, what if I sweeten the chicken? Ooh, let's fry it. No, the original chef named it after him. Now, is it anything like the General Tso's chicken we eat here in America? Of course not, and that was my point. Originally, the flavors of the dish, according to that first chef who named the dish, were typically Hunanese: heavy, sour, hot, and salty. In other words, nothing like the General Tso's chicken that we eat here in America. So how did that come about? Well, two other chefs decided that they'd go to Taiwan. They're Chinese Americans who lived here, and there was a craze to start Chinese American restaurants right at the beginning of the 1970s. So David Kay and T.T. Wang went back to Taiwan. They happened to eat in Chef Peng Chang Kuei's restaurant. They're like, that's really good. Let's go back to America and copy that. So they fly back. Within weeks, they open restaurants that basically copy Peng's recipes, except they'd had the same names but didn't bother to do the dishes in any way that Peng did, which seems a little counterproductive. So Chef K had a version of it that didn't stick. Chef Wang's version did stick. Chef Wang added a crispy batter to the chicken and sweetened the sauce. Okay. See, what he did was he made it palatable to the average American. Hence, General Tso's chicken has not a goddamn thing to do with General Tso or the original chicken in Taiwan. In fact, don't take my word for it. We go back to the original chef who came up with it in the first place. When they asked Peng Chang Kuei, what do you think of it? He replied, "Moming Kim Wai," which means nonsense. Now you know the whole story. Yes, in a sense, the original story was about cultural appropriation. There was some cultural appropriation, and it went in the wrong direction, but we've enjoyed it ever since. So, welcome to America.